In this video, we're going to talk about the Vice President. The Vice President has one of the best jobs in Washington. For one, the Vice President serves as President of the Senate. Their job is to cast a vote whenever the chamber is deadlocked. If any vote happens to be 50-50, the Vice President will preside and cast the deciding vote. The other job is basically to have a pulse, to stay alive in case the President dies, at which point the Vice President would take over. That's it. The only job is to have a pulse. This aspect of presidential succession is outlined in the Constitution. When the President is unable to serve, the Vice President takes over. There is a list of presidents that took office this way. They are nicknamed the accidental presidents. 8 of them took office when the President was killed or died in office, and they had to take over and serve as President. The last one, Gerald Ford, took office upon the resignation of President Richard Nixon. Now, what happens if the President and the Vice President and a bunch of people happen to be killed at the same time? This almost happened in 1844 on the USS Princeton. The President and a number of senior administration officials were on this boat when a cannon exploded. Now, the President happened to be safe, but a lot of senior government officials happened to die. And this prompted renewed attention to this idea of presidential succession. Now, if we fast forward to the present day, there is a long line of succession that is contingent upon the President and the Vice President not being able to fill their roles. If that happens, then it would go to the Speaker of the House, or the President pro tem of the Senate, or the Secretary of State, and they would keep going down the list. As a funny aside, anytime the President is delivering a State of the Union address, one of these people is hidden away just to ensure that Congress isn't blown up and everybody in the line of succession is dead. They keep one person, they call them the designated survivor, to go hide somewhere in Washington to survive in case something catastrophic happens and none of these people are able to fill the job of President. So just to recap, the Vice President does have the responsibility in the legislative branch for breaking ties in the Senate. Anytime the balance of power in the Senate is 50-50, then the Vice President is pretty active in breaking those ties. Beyond that, their only job is to stay alive in case the President dies.